Skid Row are looking for a new singer, so this could be your big break. But first of all, we have to understand the ins and outs of Sebastian Bach's voice if you want to increase your chances. I got a lot of requests for how to sing like Sebastian Bach, and there's one key thing that we really need to understand and need to work on if we want to sound like him. What I don't understand is why they're trying to look for a new singer when Sebastian Bach is still singing and he's touring and he sounds great. From a fan's perspective, just get back together, guys. Just stop messing around. That aside, they are looking for a new singer. What we're going to do is we're going to listen to a few of the, I've just picked randomly like a few people we're going to listen to and see what you think. I mean, do you think these people have what it takes? It's not just singing on stage. You have to have some stage presence. And we've been spoiled so far with Skid Row stand-in singers. We had Lizzie Hale, and before that they had Eric Gronwall. So now they're looking for someone that's going to stay in for long term. So let's have a listen to some of these. You can check them out if you go on YouTube and you just hit hashtag Skid Row Next Chapter. Let's see if they have what it takes. Then after these, we're going to listen to what Sebastian Bach talks about as the secret to his voice. We need to understand from his perspective what makes his voice his voice. And then I'll tell you kind of how I would approach these songs if I was trying to sing like Sebastian Bach. Okay, so this first one is Andrew Green, and we're going to listen to 18 in Life because they had 18 in Life and Monkey Business, and to audition, you were supposed to sing both of these. So what did you think of that? He's got good tone, he's got good pitch, he's got a little bit of the distortion. So it's not too far off. That's not bad. Can you see him performing with Skid Row? I'm going to put all of the links to all of these videos down below so you can go watch them in full and listen to the whole thing. So this next one is Nathan Smith. We got to give this guy a bit of grace because he did this live. It was like he did it in one take because you're going to have to sing this song live anyway. So we got to give him some credit for singing this live. Let's listen to what he's got here. So he's got more of a more of a kind of a frontal placement. Yeah, there's I'm kind of trying to. I mean, he doesn't sound like nasally like that, but it's more frontally placed rather than. Oh, you can see like the difference between the two. Oh, hopefully you can hear the difference. Anyway, let's move on. I like that little raised eyebrow thing, but he's got the rasp. He's got some attitude as well. So I don't know, like fair play to him for doing it live as well. That's pretty cool. Big ups to him for doing that. Okay, so this next one is Keith Pittman. Okay, so he's got a good light approach to this. He's not trying to bring a bunch of weight up in there, and got good distortion on that high point. So that's great. Like, I mean, are we gonna mark him points off for reading the lyrics like that, hold him up to his face? And I don't really know. I'm wondering, did he do this all in one take? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but. So very good on that, carrying that through. That note, it was good. He has a good light approach. You can hear this crispiness in his voice. It's really good. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, really good approach. Just so we don't leave the girls out, this is Kristina Vega. She's from Barcelona, so let's check this out, see how she does.
Just barely out of school, came from the edge of town, fought like a switchblade, so no one kicked him down, no.
Are we going to mark off points for getting the lyrics wrong? I don't know. It's an audition for Skid Row. It's kind of important to get that right, and they did send out the lyrics. You know, I mean, are we going to be, are we being too hard?
It's a soldier and he fought the war alone and now it's
So she's got a good voice. Like, she's got some, like, some good grit in there.
together.
What did you guys think of that? I mean, let me know in the comments below on any of these stand out to you. So this next one is Sierra Levesque. Okay, so there's like the vocals dry. There's nothing to hide behind. So this is good, like for her to put herself out there like that, and you know, really that takes bravery not to hide behind effects. Fair play. She handled the pitch. The only thing is kind of missing the grit. I don't know. Do you see her up there on stage performing? That's something I kind of question with any of these. It's kind of hard to see them unless they're actually performing in front of people. That's the big teller for me, is if you can entertain a crowd. Okay, this last one is Chez Kane. So I didn't pick any specifics out of these. I just picked ones that kind of had the higher number of views. One thing about this is it looks like she's got, it looks like she's recording this like real time. So that's pretty good. Like she's doing it like one take on this. So she's got a good voice. She's missing the grit though, right? So that some of the others have had. Did you see any potential in any of those? Like, who was your favorite? You know, can you see them up on stage with Skid Row? And or maybe why don't they just get Sebastian? Because so this is what we're comparing those to. I think the fans want to see Baz with the guys. Let's take all of that and we'll listen to Sebastian Bach talk about his secrets to his voice. I took a few clips from this amazing conversation. I'm going to put the link down below to this so you can watch all of these videos that I've shared with you. So let's listen to him talk about the best tips that he would give and then his secrets.
And the one thing, a piece of advice that I would give any singer, don't ever strain your voice.
It's important to let your voice ring out and sail without trying to muscle everything up, without trying to put strain up into your throat to try and get higher. And had I heard that from him a long time ago, I think I would have maybe heeded that advice, hopefully, and I wouldn't have had all the struggles that I have. But now that I'm singing a whole lot better without strain, after learning the proper way to sing, as he'll talk about later.
It's not about volume, it's about tone.
Ooh, hello. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Tone is what cuts through the PA. And I just woke up.
Now that also cuts through the orchestra, which is why Elizabeth went kind of like excited, because This is something that they teach in classical music, in Italian terms called squillo or ring. So what you do is you get this particular frequency out of your voice with that tone that cuts over the orchestra. So it doesn't get lost in the orchestra. So you can sing in a huge venue without amplification, just with that pure tone of your voice.
But I'll show you.
It was like the coffee.
It's going to show you the tone.
It's not. It's like, oh, that's not right. I'm just waking up. It's noon. But that.
So, what he's talking about there, and the mic cut out, which is probably because he had that tone. He probably got the tone to where it cut the mic out. But it's kind of like this. Oh, can you hear that? Now, if you can hear, if I go like that, and I'm kind of like, that's all, he's brought that almost into his speech pattern, or unless it was already there, but like that tone that he has, that is key to any voice, but particularly Sebastian Bach's voice. So his secret, which is quite funny, he was talking about when he was going through puberty and his voice is starting to break, and he was getting a little Peter Brady. What he did was key to his voice now.
I felt my voice changing, getting lower, hitting puberty and all that. So what I did, what a psycho, I locked myself in my room and I put on records of the highest male vocals that I could find. I sang along to these high records the weeks that my voice was changing, and I didn't let my voice change. I just didn't let go of those high notes.
That's one of the main things that you can do if you want to sing high stuff. Sing every day. Don't restrict yourself from challenging yourself to hit the high notes. Like, Queensryche is a great one for that. Always try to sing higher stuff than you can. Now, don't push your voice, but like he said, don't let go of the highs. You may have to kind of try to get those highs back in, gently get them back in, and then don't let go of them. Practice every day to stretch your voice, because that's how your vocal folds are like a muscle, right? And you just stretch them to where you can get higher and higher, and you're comfortable up there, and you can hear in his voice, he didn't let go. I didn't let go of the highs. You hear that? I mean, it's a little more cartoony than he's talking about. The point is, you have to practice every day in those high ranges to sustain that high quality to your voice. Okay, so let's listen to this next part where he talks about the method that his teacher, Don Lawrence, used.
So this style is bel canto, and it's all about tone and singing as bright as you can. So you start out ha 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 ha. That ha, that Ethel.
Yeah, so listen to that when he's saying that Ethel Merman.
Merman.
Oh my gosh.
I just joking.
Ethel Merman. Think he's just joking,
but that bright tone is what he makes you do. And so what?
Okay. That's Ethel Merman. There's no business like show business. That's what he's talking about. So the way to achieve that kind of the bright vocal fold closure is to allow a little bit of air to pass through first. And so if you stayed to this part and even farther, you're going to get, this is where you get all the gold, right? So you kind of do a little bit of air to pass through. And you can hear how bright, if you just this is where kind of that cry technique will come in. If you do that, and you hear that buzz in your own voice, that is what he's talking about, that bright, that light chord closure that gives that bright resonance.
Like if you build up your tone day after day after day after day, you can do it while you're sick. If you don't, when you say blow out your voice, destroy your voice, but that's when you go too hard. It's not a matter of attacking it harder. It's a matter of changing the placement on your palate right here. All the high screams I do, I hit them more accurately, pitch-wise, if I don't go as hard as I can. Like if I just hit the note, dude.
So when he's talking about focusing the sound to the palate and he's kind of pointing back to the soft palate. So if I have my soft palate raised, like if I was to like pretend I'm on a Zoom call or something, I'm yawning with my mouth closed, I'm going to feel my soft palate go up. Woke up to the sound of pouring rain. And I'm trying to focus the sound back to the soft palate. And you hear that brightness that's in there. And that, like he's talking about that Ethel Merman. Oh, woke up to the sound of pouring rain. You hear the brightness in there. And that's like what he's talking about with that brightness and that tone. So this next part is so key. He talks about the volume of singing when you're singing live.
When you have your lead vocal mic cranked up so you can sing at the proper volume, which is speech level speaking. The way I can sing these screams is that Don Lawrence taught me about speech level singing.
We want to be able to control the level of our voice so we're not blowing it out. And the way to sing with that's going to sound like volume is with that tone. And that's why the tone is so key.
At an almost speech level, but then I have the breath and the power to hit these really high, big notes. But if I was belting it out the whole time before that, I might be running out of gas. Since I was born, they couldn't hold me down. That's how I do it on the record too. And I double it, and I make it sound not like I'm yelling at you. I'm not shouting at you. I'm singing to you.
Need to sing like we're singing, not like we're shouting. And I know it sounds like when you have your volume cranked up in your car or whatever, and you're singing, they sound really loud and sound powerful, and you want to sound that powerful. But like he said, they're doing doubling on albums, and there's a lot of tricks that make it sound a lot bigger than it actually is. So that's very good to hear that just directly from him. We're going to take I Remember You, an isolated vocal track, and we're going to try and listen to some of these things and see if we can pick out what he was talking about.
When we whisper and I think of you.
I mean, listen how light that is. When I whisper and I think of you. I mean, it is so light.
When you need out of me, I came through.
There's that brightness in there, but it's still quite light. And when you needed me, I came through. There's a brightness. I'm singing it probably a little bit lighter than he is there, but there's that brightness that he's talking about there. Let's go on to the end part to compare like the really, really big part of the song. There's a little bit of rasp on there. Remember, yeah. There's just a little touch of rasp. Now, I'm not getting it exactly like him, but I'm not trying to audition for the band either. So from all of those tips that he gave us, I think we can understand a little bit more on how he trained his voice and how he continues to work with his voice. Always continue to sing high stuff and focus on the tone. The tone is key. Everything starts with the tone. I would rather hear somebody that has a great tone with no rasp than somebody that has kind of a weak tone and maybe put some rasp on it. But the tone is key. You have to have that bright tone. And I hope this has helped you. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another video, maybe to break down a bit further on some of the specifics. And, you know, if you are auditioning for Skid Row, the best of luck to you. Let's give all of those people that we already watched, let's give them a big up. Go watch the videos and give them a like and share it around. And let me know if there's anybody else in the running that you think is really, really got potential. Because I'm interested to see what happens here. Personally, I wish they would just get back together, you know, and get over it. But, you know, sometimes things happen and people have to move on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. Thanks.